Hi there! Hope you're doing good today. Today I want to walk you through making a attendance tracker for your guild, although this will work for any application in which you need to know who showed up to what, but this is going to be cool. I promise. Okay, so we're going to start out here. Let me get switched over. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll leave my crawl on. It's fine. You guys can deal with the extra info on the screen there. Okay, then you're going to start out, you're going to need a Google account, Google Drive account. Most people have this already, but if you don't, it's not hard. Google Drive, and we're going to make a sheet, a blank spreadsheet. Now, if you want a full suite of officer spreadsheets, then you should go to feyranna.blogspot.com, head over to the WoW Resources Hub, click that, and scroll down to Planning and Prep. Here we go, Sample Spreadsheets. And I have a full list. You can split them between officers and your members, or you can just protect the sheets that you want to be officer only, such as your recruitment sheet and your comp planner where you decide who's going to be in for what boss, stuff like that. But it does have an attendance tab already on there, so you can start from there if you want to. But I'm going to just start fresh for you guys so that you can see it step by step. If all you want is attendance tracker, then that's all you have to do. And name this sheet attendance. Okay, now we're also going to need a tab called Copy. We need it to copy. And a tab called Transpose. Now later, once you're done, you can hide these. They don't need to be visible once we're done putting in the formulas that we need to put in. That's what we need. Okay, on this, you are going to put the following column headers once my other page loads. So I want to make sure that I'm doing it in the correct spots. It does actually matter. Okay, in B1, roster. In C1, attendance percent. And over here, number attend, and then number total. So you could put like number raids, number meetings. It doesn't matter. Just that's how many total there will be. This will make more sense later. Okay, next step, and I closed something I shouldn't have. So smooth. Okay. Step 1, we made our sheets. Step 2, we put in our roster and everything. Also, there will be a step-by-step guide going up on the blog after this, so it'll make it a little bit easier. You'll be able to just copy and paste these formulas if you want. Alright, now we're going to list our players into the roster column of the sample spreadsheet. Now over here I gave us some fake names here. I'm just going to copy those. So our fake roster, these two, delete rows. These ones, delete rows. Okay, so now we have our little fake roster here. Next up, and obviously you wouldn't just be putting in fake names, but we'll pretend that's your raiders. Now we're going to go back to Drive, and we're going to make a new form. Blank form. Okay, once you have your form, you're going to name it Team Attendance. Okay, your question, are they here? You want to make sure you choose multiple choice check boxes. Okay, now you're going to go back to your spreadsheet. You're going to make sure you've got your names selected. You're going to copy them. Go back to your form, and under option 1, you're going to paste. And it will put each of your raiders down here as a checkbox answer. Now if you recruit more people throughout the year, or well, throughout the tier, you can come back, you can add their option, and you can add their name in the spreadsheet, and it will work. You just have to remember that they're, like, you can either give them a fake answer, like you can go back and add them you'll see later. You can go back and make it to where it looks like they've either been there the entire time, or you can just kind of keep an eye on it and kind of guesstimate from there. The percentage won't be correct, but you will still be able to see the number they've attended and the number total. So yeah, it's possible to add to it. Now, what is more difficult is taking them away. So what I strongly suggest you do is say somewhere along the line, Dots McDots leaves your raid team until the end of the tier, and then you can clean this out in every tier. I would just go through and black out his line and then just not worry about him. But yeah, that's what I do anyway, because I don't want to mess with this in the middle of a tier. Okay, now once this is done, you want to come up and you want to do settings for it. You don't want to collect email responses, but you do want to have edit after submit checked. That will let you fix it if you make a boo-boo. And then you'll just send it to yourself. And you can open this on your cell phone, you can open this on your tablet, you can open it on a web page. It's way easier to come up with your attendance. Plus you can just like save the link in Discord too, like in your officer channel, so anybody can take it if you're not there. Once you've got all your names entered, you've got made sure it's check boxes, you've made sure you can edit, then you're going to hit responses, and you want to make sure accepting responses is turned on, obviously, but then you're going to hit these dots right here and hit select response destination, and you want to select existing spreadsheet. And now at this one at the time it's untitled, but this is our spreadsheet that we're working from. And now if we go over to our spreadsheets, which I should title, I'm going to do sample sheets 2. There we go. Now you'll see that this up here has came form responses 1. Fine. Give me the link. Show me the URL, please. Thank you. Okay. All right. Now it's correct. Right. Okay. So now this is what our form will look like when we go to enter our responses. So let's do some sample responses. Let's say one of our tanks is gone. That's a bad raid night already, isn't it? Okay, so maybe not a tank can tank for the night. And not a hunter pet is not there either. Those darn druids. Okay, so tonight our boss is there because I accidentally put the boss in. Okay, both tanks. Healy McKeel. I want a DPS. Druid dude. Oh, Gunbow's not here, but Frosty is. Seer Spam isn't there. Come on, I like pets. Laser chicken. Slicey dicey. Oh, not a tank this tonight. And Florida Core's there. Not a hunter pet. He's really sucking it up, isn't he? Those guys miss. He comes, he doesn't. Florida Core's there, not a hunter pet shows up for a change. Okay, so that's enough responses that we can test out there. And we'll go back and delete those before any raid days happen. Okay, so we've copied our names, we've chosen our response destination, we've tested the form, and so now we're going to go back to the copy sheet. Sample sheets. Okay, under copy. Here we go. This is where it gets exciting. Okay. In cell A1, we're going to enter a formula. And it is this. Again, you can just find this on the spreadsheet, so you can just copy and paste it. I will also put it in the description box of the video, so, but you'll still need to like watch the video to get everything. Okay, now in the lower right corner, cell A1, we need to highlight it, and we need to grab this right here. We're going to drag it over to B1, and then we're going to let go. Okay, then we're going to grab the bottom of B1. Actually, I think we need both of them highlighted still. Okay, grab B1, and we're going to drag it down. And you need to drag it down for further than you're going to have recruits. So I try to just go 100 rows with everything. That way you know you're going to have it. Okay, so now that has made a copy of the responses that are in form responses 1. Okay, now we're going to go to transpose. If you didn't make the transpose tab when you're starting out, you're skipping corners, you're going to have to go make the transpose now. Okay, in A3, equal form responses 1, A2. Okay, then we're going to grab the edge, okay, and drag it down. Again, we're doing roughly 100, doesn't have to be exact. Okay. In B1, we enter another formula, equal transpose, blah, blah, blah. It's just a lot of blah, blah, blah. There we go. Now each of our raters has a line across the top. Okay. And now then in B3, another formula. If error, if find. Basically, if it finds an answer for player name, put an X in the box, is what this roughly amounts to. Okay, and then we're going to grab that cell and we're going to drag to the right, far enough to accommodate current and future roster. So in this case, we're just going to Z. Okay, and then, oh wait, I gotta go back over, because then we gotta grab it and drag down. Again, roughly in the 100-ish range. Okay, so now we can see by this that Kung Fu Panda missed the 3rd raid day, Not a Hunter Pet missed the first 2. So could we stop there and just go through and count X's? We could, but why would we when we can make this thing do it ourselves? Do it itself, I mean. Alright, in cell B2, right here, we're going to put this little formula, equal Counta, B3 to B. Okay? So it's going to count all those little X's. Aren't I supposed to drag that? I think that has to be dragged. Oh. Yes. Okay. Hang on, I gotta make a... Oh, it says in drag right, I just didn't read it. Okay. Now we're going to return to the attendance tab, and in D1, right here, this formula, transpose B2, Z2. Okay. Okay, and in cell E2, we're going to put this formula. And then we're going to grab it and drag down. Okay, so now we need to get the one to make it calculate. It's now telling us how many they attended and how many total they are. So in C2, here we go. We're putting equal round D2 over E2 times 100, comma 1. Whatever all that means, it makes it do the right math. That's all I know. I'm not a math person. And part of the reason why I am making this video is I have a video that I originally found that I used to make this, and I got so annoyed every time I would watch it because he wanted to explain why with every step. He wanted to explain how the math worked, and I was just like, I don't care, I just want it to work. Now, if you really hate seeing this, you can go back and get rid of these and just delete them. But then if you do have to add raters, you will have to, oh wait, I don't know, it's fine. Anyway, if you add raters, you'll have to go back and fix it. But I kind of find the error annoying, but it saves me so much time when I do have to add people to the roster. that for where I'm at right now with a newer team, it's not worth it to me. I'll deal with the iferror message. But if you're in a fairly stable team where you seldom have roster changes, then feel free to just get rid of it. But at this point, you are done. You know that you're probably going to have to replace Fire Go Boom, sadly, and not a hunter pet. Your kitty just isn't cutting it. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. But that is it. And again, I will have the formulas in the description box. But more importantly, if you want the step-by-step guide with all the formulas and the video all in one place, then head over to feyranna.blogspot.com. That's the end of it. Thanks. Have a great day and happy raiding.